All right, guys. So I'm going to go through the point tracker here really quickly, just so you know how to use it going into day number 1. So up top here, you're going to notice your points earned, points spent, bonus earned, bonus spent. These are just your current points. So points earned is everything that you're going to earn. Points spent is obviously all the points that you spent or cheated with. And then that current points is just going to do that calculation, the earned minus the spent. For the bonuses, these are different levels based on the point value that you have. If you reach a certain number of points, you'll get to level 1, level 2, level 3, and 4, and 5. And those are going to be, you're going to earn extra bonus points that you can use on whatever you want, whether that's a cheat meal that you know you have coming up, or even just stacking up points and giving you those bonus points for your overall score. You're going to see bonus earned there, and every time you use a bonus spent, you can calculate it here, or you can record it here, and that'll be labeled up in bonus spent there, and then your current bonus is right next to that. Okay? Oops. So, for the tracking day by day, for your daily tracking, you're going to notice the workout chart down here. Every day that you work out, you're going to add in a points. Okay? So let's say I worked out 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I entered in those there. You're going to notice I'm at 3.5 points because up here because I earned that first 3 workout days in a week bonus. Okay, so there's certain bonuses that you can get, or level 1 and level 2. So maybe try to aim for those. You're also allowed 1 double day each week. You can just add that in with the extra point to your overall score here if you really are wanting those points. It has to be 2 separate workouts. Okay? On to healthy eating. So you start each day with 1. Okay? So going into tomorrow or going into Monday, whatever day you're looking at this, you have 1 point for Monday. Okay? If you stick with your clean eating, you're staying at 1 and you earned that 1 point. Okay? On to Tuesday, you start with 1. If you stick with it, you earn another point. And on to Wednesday, you start with 1 as well. But let's say you cheat once, then you're just going to put a 0, okay? So that just brings you down to 0. You do not have to put anything up here in the H, the point spent. But if you want to record your details there for what brought you down to 0, that's totally fine with me. Okay? If you cheat twice, so let's say on Thursday, I cheated twice, I'm still going to enter a 0 in here just because it's easier to track it like this. So I cheated once, I brought it down to 0. My second cheat is going to be a point spent since I'm at -1 for the day. So I'm going to enter in a 1 in my points spent, and then maybe I'll put in a detail. I just like to know when I detail a little bit. I had a cookie. Cookie and bad dinner on Thursday, because that would be 2 points right there. And remember, each meal is either a cheat or if it's not. It doesn't have to be like individual food items. It's just your overall meal. Was there a food item that was a cheat? Then it's a cheat meal, okay? Then you have to subtract 1. And then your dessert, if you had a bad dessert, then that's a -2 because that's a separate meal. And your lunch, if it was bad, then it's a -3, and so on and so forth. So each meal and each snack is either clean or a cheat, okay? And then also you have those moderations as well that I'll go over in a second. But lastly, I just want to get through the stretching. It's basic, 10 minutes at least per day. If you can get that done, you earn a point for the day. If you don't, just leave it blank or put in a 0. But those will be recorded up here. Okay? So on to the alcohol allowance here. You get 3 points per week, which is 3 drinks per week. That you can record here when you have their 3 drinks. After you get to 3, say you fill that up and you have a 4th drink during the week, that is going to be dropped in the points spent, and I'm just going to add that to my overall points spent so far, so that would go to 2. And I'm going to record that. So let's say Saturday, 5th or 4th drink. Okay? And you're just going to record that, so that's a point spent there. All right? So I'm at 2 points spent there. Moderation points, you get 5 for week 1 here, or week 1 and week 2. 5 points per week, okay? So week 1, those 5 foods, whatever that might be, corn tortilla chips, corn tortillas, you get 5 points. If you fill up your 5 moderation points and you go over, then you have to record it in here. So that would go up to points spent. That's 3. And let's just say Sunday, corn tortillas. You don't have to get as detailed as I do here. I just like knowing what I do and knowing what's going into my body and how I'm cheating. Okay? So that's pretty much it for the point tracking here. It's pretty basic. I mean, the healthy eating's a little wonky here. So remember, ones or zeros into the chart. Anything over that one cheat per day, you got to enter in a point spent point up here. Okay? Now, if you go over on alcohol, you can still earn a healthy eating point in the day. Alcohol is completely separate from your healthy eating point, okay? For moderation, if you use a moderation point, you can still, like if you had 0 moderations and you use your first moderation point on Monday, you can still earn your clean eating point for that day, okay? Because the moderation points are fine to use, but if you do cheat, then of course your 1 goes down to a 0. All right? If you have any questions, let me know. I know it could be a little confusing once you get going, but you'll get the hang of it if you're consistent on your tracking. All right, let's make the most of these 14 days. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.